Howdy, partners. It's been a little bit, and I have a pretty simple explanation for that, but if you want to go ahead and skip straight to photography, go ahead and jump to this point. My first and foremost reason for my break was that I went and worked on a movie that lasted from mid-October to mid to late December, and it left me with absolutely no time or brain power for videos, or even photography for that matter. I took a very minor amount of NDA-compliant photos at work, but all in all, I simply had no time. But at the same time, there's been quite a few things in the works, such as the fact that I bought a digital camera, which is shooting this video right now. I've also been invited to show my photos at a gallery at Bellows, Atlanta with another photographer named Vincent. And I've been taking quite a bit of time to make sure that the frames are ready, the scans are good, and that the prints are up to shape. This show will be going on for a month, starting on January 17th. With all that said, over the Christmas break, my girlfriend's family and I took a trip recently to Cumberland Island, where I brought my Mamiya 645, my Nikon F, and the mystery digital camera, who may or may not have been the unsung hero of the trip. So we made it to Savannah, and I realized I forgot my tripod. So we're gonna go to Best Buy, and we're gonna buy a new one. Again. And because I lacked an acquiring B-roll for that adventure, here are some digital photos from the hotel, where I eventually loaded up the Nikon F with some eBay acquired 250D. From there, we hopped on one of the coldest boat rides I've ever been on and headed to Cumberland Island. With a lack of both sunshine and breakfast, we made our way to the foggy dock. Those are some interesting colors and textures, you might be thinking. And I would agree, I'm also thinking the same thing. The colors come from the film being respooled from cinema film and not having a barcode for the lab scanners to read. And these defects might either be from a boo-boo batch of film, developing issues, remjet issues, or all of the above. And of course, it wouldn't be right if I didn't at least attempt to embark on some freezing-ass night photography. But with the lack of buildings or general light in the area, I thought it'd be best to take some photos of the house that we were staying in.
We're doing the night photography on vacation because we have to, of course. We can't not do night photography.
Holy guacamole, I love this photo. It would appear the defects are less noticeable at night, which is great news because to me this photo turned out really awesome. I believe the glow here is from the closest civilization miles away, and the details in the window are really pleasing. After saying hey to the free-range horses and walking a bit more, I foolishly decided to load up my Mamiya with some Kodak Tri-X. And as we entered the heavens, also known as the beach, I ran into some not so great news about my Mamiya that I would learn once I got my scans back. It would appear that my shutter curtain is potentially a little bit slower than my shutter in some high-speed situations faster than 1/250th, creating this really awesome gradient that I didn't ask for and wasn't expecting. I spent a little bit of time in Lightroom adjusting for this gradient by adding another gradient but bringing back detail instead of hiding it. And after finishing the roll of half-exposed frames, I then foolishly loaded in some HP5 to create some more interesting photos. And as I ride away, narrowly avoiding horseshit and thinking I had taken some of the greatest film photogs that I've ever seen, I want to go back to what I was saying earlier about the digital camera being the unsung hero of the trip, as we have seen that now all 3 of my rolls were messed up in some way, shape, or form. You can see all of my digital shots turned out as expected, because, well, it's a digital camera. Maybe that's the fun in film, but maybe that's also the fun in digital. Either way, I'm really happy that I was able to walk away with some great memories and decent photos from the trip. This guy most notably standing out to me as the best from the trip. Thanks for watching.